Hello and welcome to this week's edition of BOI Weekly. I am Terry Ikumi. Technology incubators are economic development tools used for promoting the concept of growth through innovation and the application of technology. They support economic development strategies for small business development and encourage growth from within local economies, while also providing a mechanism for technology transfer. The Bank of Industry recently inaugurated a BOI-UNILAG Incubation Co-Working Hub at the University of Lagos. The idea was brought about through a collaboration between the management of UNILAG and the Bank of Industry to run an entrepreneurship capacity development program in the institution. The overall objective is to ensure that the bank's investments in corporate social responsibility generate improved benefits for the country. On this week's edition of BOI Weekly, we will be looking at the inauguration of the ICT Innovation Hub and its impact on young Nigerians at the University of Lagos as they launch out to contribute to the nation's socio-economic development. Welcome to the program. Members of the academia, top officials of the Bank of Industry were on hand to commission the ICT Hub, where they spoke passionately about boosting the entrepreneurial skills of young persons to create wealth and job for their peers. Top officials of the Bank of Industry arrived at the University of Lagos for the commissioning of the Incubation and Co-Working Hub as part of the institution's entrepreneurial and skills development plan. They are received by the management of the university.
You're welcome, sir. Yeah. Student affairs. Former
The mass.
The managing director of the bank, Mr. Olukayode Piton, leads the commissioning ceremony as he inspects the project.
Members, staff of the Bank of Industry, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our board, management, and staff, I, Olukayode Piton, will want to open this place. BOI-UNILAG Incubation and Co-Working Hub. I want to dedicate it and declare formally open. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
We are opening it officially.
The center, which is fully furnished with high-tech ICT equipment and other learning tools, is located within the Faculty of Social Sciences of the university.
This is the kitchen area, and everything inside this place is multifunctional. So this is the reception as well as the kitchen area. So everything you see here can be moved around, can be turned around. Nothing is fixed. So like how you probably know, you buy to our students, take a coffee or so that. So this is where you take that. Okay. So everywhere, one of the things that happens is that when we speak, you hear everywhere, irrespective of the room you have, and everywhere is useful. Student can be here doing his thing because nowhere is wasted. And this place, it looks small, it seats 140 people in full capacity. So this is where we're going to have the main event. I'll just show you around very quickly. We have the free area. You can come in, sir. So the deans are already seated in this place. So this is the free area and this place can be rearranged in 32 ways. That you come in here today, tomorrow you may think you're in another place. So it is meant to ensure the fact that you can co-create things together, you can do things together, mentors can meet, those students that want to, that have the idea, and we can all sit down in this place to ensure that we do all we like to do. And you could see that it's very colorful and it is deliberate. Life has a lot of choices. Which one do you want to take? So we tell our students, when you get into this place, is it brighter color? Is it the dull one that will last? Whichever way it is. Different offices and labs. You can check one of the labs. All right. So the whole building can actually be powered with solar without lights. And we have the servers here with CCTV monitoring the whole thing. And then going straight, we're not going there. The top floor is an open floor plan also. The idea for the top floor is where we have the creative side of technology. Because these days you have arts mixing with technology. So that top floor will be a space where you have the creative arts, you have digital arts.
The facility is the brainchild of a collaboration between the University of Lagos and the Bank of Industry, and the idea is to ensure that all graduates of UNILAG have dual capabilities, one in entrepreneurship, innovation and problem solving, and the other in their natural course of study. The management of the bank believes that the project will afford students an opportunity to be exposed to practical entrepreneurship and technology skills from mentors and coaches.
This facility was brought about through the collaboration between the management of University of Lagos and BOI to run an entrepreneurship capacity development program in the University of Lagos. Through this program, every student will be exposed to practical entrepreneurship and tech startup skills from mentors and coaches that will enable them to launch their ventures before they graduate. BOI is happy to support this program because it aligns with our mission to transform Nigeria's industrial sector by providing financial and business support services so that new businesses will emerge and existing enterprises will thrive. The bank is sponsoring the hub in recognition of the incredibly talented students within University of Lagos, University of First Choice, and the need to channel these to more productive and impactful ends, rather than social vices like internet fraud. The overall objective is to ensure that the bank's corporate social responsibility investments generate better benefits for our country. We believe a hub like this gives young people the opportunity to create legitimate wealth while adding their own quota to the economic development of Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Creative spaces like this are filling a crucial gap in the tech and startup industry. Hackathons and other competitions to identify tech solutions for social and business problems are born and developed in such places. Tech can help solve some of Nigeria's social problems, particularly youth unemployment, which have been further exacerbated by the pandemic. At the Bank of Industry, the bank launched 2 tech hubs in 2019 in Lagos and in Bayelsa. 2 additional hubs have been completed in Kaduna and in Kebbi. The bank is committed to developing similar programs in many other institutions of learning and states across the country. The bank will also provide funding to support credible and bankable ideas that emerge from the tech hubs to enable them start operations and scale into viable businesses. Embracing tech and infusing it into business processes will make organizations and the country more competitive. And I dare say, make our people happier through the delivery of better, higher quality services from both the public and private sectors. The tech industry can be a major pillar of a diversified economy. It can create exciting jobs that encourage our young people to stay in Nigeria even as they work and compete globally. And though that may seem like a distant dream to some, at the Bank of Industry, we believe that with the collective will of our young people's positive passion, the right government policies, mentorship, and private capital, this can become a reality in a short period. For you students, I encourage you to make the most of the opportunities you have. Let this amazing place inspire your dreams of a limitless horizon.
For the management of the school, this rare facility provides a one-stop hub for innovation and entrepreneurship development. At least 500 students are expected to register their company after going through the center.
Our vision is that by the time our students are going to graduate, at least they will have registered some companies. And our projection was that every year we want to have at least 500 companies registered. But along the line, so many things happened. The issue of pandemic came in, the issue of unnecessary tension in the university came up. But God took absolute control of everything. And our vision was not killed. Our vision was not destroyed. And today, you can see that part of our vision that we shared with the Bank of Industry is coming to reality today. This is a unique project. There's no university in this country that can boast of this. I was in a university out in the Northeast 2 days ago, and they took me to their innovation hub and entrepreneurship center. What they are doing there, we cannot do here. So we have to look at your location to develop your entrepreneurship center. We look at our location. Yaba is innovation hub. Yaba is being recognized at international level as an innovation hub. So we fit into it, and we make sure that the facility that has been given to us will be given maximal use. And the other site that we first went to also came up as part of our vision. The vice president came and we said, we are interested in this. And one day he just called me and said, where are you? Your people will be coming to look at the location that you are. So we came up with that location, and it blends with this facility that we have here. We are going to have the Art and Craft Center, and other units will come up from the other side to help our students. In the area of entrepreneurship, I've said it, we want to register companies for our students. And we have facility from Bank of Industry to give them the startup grant. Not a free gift, something that will be sustainable, so that if they get maximum is 2 million, they will pay back, but without interest. If you give it to if you give it to them free, they will misuse it. They will see it as rainwater. But once they know that they have to pay back, they will make sure that they spend the money judiciously.
What you have done with us today is that there is an ability for a student now to walk into this place who was clueless before, and in 2 weeks is coming out with what he can do to solve the problem of the society, and then somebody will offer value for that. Just like you said, Slaughter we just sold for $200 million. When did it begin? So, 16 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg was nowhere, but today he ranks among the best 500, Forbes rating multi-billionaire. What do we want to do? We want to ensure that we have this kind of facilities to create this opportunity. I will say thank you very much for supporting this. And you are going to see how we're going to use it. You will see what we're able to do with this. If you recall, sir, this has been initiated about 2 years ago. We brought in our entrepreneurial spirit because when BOI gave us this opportunity, cement was just 1,200 naira. By the time we were supposed to start doing this, it's already more than 3,000. When we were talking with Mr. Tubi, I did mention something. We will deliver this well, and you people will see that the entrepreneurial spirit, the University of Lagos, can turn this around, and that is what we have done with the support of your staff, quality staff. I say thank you very much for coming. So, as we continue, sir, we want to appeal to you that we will always come back for this kind of support for the entire nation, and I know if BOI can drive this across the nation, we'll solve the problem of youth unemployment.
Please,
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. More on the inauguration of the Bank of Industry ICT Innovation Hub at the University of Lagos.
So if you pay 75% of the value.
Nigeria has a youth population of 120 million, with 33% of that number being unemployed. Yearly, several of them leave ivory towers like the University of Lagos and join the already saturated labor market. This center prepares students of this institution to be self-sufficient and much more. They can become job creators, something the bank gives special attention.
The main cost here will be when we have students coming up with their projects, looking for loans. This is just physical infrastructure. And like I said, when you see what is on the ground and what we give them, they have done very well. But like I said, we spend more when we now get ventures that come from the university that we are going to finance. Do we plan to go to polytechnics? Not now. It depends on the states. The state will tell us where they want, where some states might decide to be in this city of the center, city center. Some might say university, like Bayelsa say, okay, look, go to University of Africa, So they will decide, for us it's just to put at least one hub in each state. Where it is, I think the states have a say. That also depends on how innovative they are. A center like this, like they said, like he was talking about Flutterware, which is one of the companies that a tech company, that was able to raise about I think about close to $200 million. So if you get 3 or 4 students of University of Lagos and they come up with a winning app that brings in $300-400 million, that can get a lot of people off the street. So what each center can bring depends on how creative, how innovative each center is, and the people that come there, which is why all of this is taking place. Because once people know this center exists, then even for the students, there will be more demand. And there's more demand, and we need to expand it. They can come and talk to us. Because for us at Bank of Industry, job creation is very high. It's one of the priorities of the thing that we want to do. Well, I'm happy that I have that question. University of Lagos is already doing that. Like the VC said to us, very soon they will make sure that no student graduates without having, in addition to his or her degree, something on entrepreneurship. We at Bank of Industry, we are talking to Lagos Business School and a few universities to say, is there a way we can have curriculum for innovation and entrepreneurship nationwide that we can actually help them be part of that in terms of financing it, and it can be an online program so that people can add that to what they have, Yes, I agree with you. We can add more to the curriculum to let students know that when you're in university, the idea should not be, I'm going to live here and I'm looking for employment, that they themselves can be employers of labor. And any university that wants to do that, we are willing to partner with them.
Some of the students who are benefiting from the collaboration share their expectations.
We are very appreciative of the opportunity to be a part of the solution creation process, and we look forward to being empowered by the opportunities created and sponsored by this center through the Bank of Industry. Finally, I would like to thank the Vice Chancellor and the School Management Board for placing the school at such a level to attract this opportunity. Thank you.
In 2019, the Bank of Industry unveiled 2 ICT hubs in Lagos and Bayelsa states. The idea is to engage students from tertiary institutions and develop entrepreneurial spirit. More interventions from other tertiary institutions are underway as the Bank of Industry promises to replicate this gesture across the country. For some time now, the Bank of Industry has sustained its interventions in the industrial sector and promises to do more in the days ahead. More institutions are also expected to benefit from its ICT Innovation Hub initiative across the country. So, are you an entrepreneur out there or know anyone in need of support to grow their business? Kindly visit any of the branches of the bank closest to you or log on to their website at boi.ng, as well as follow them on their social media platforms displayed on your screen. And that's it for this week's edition of BOI Weekly. Many thanks for watching. I'm Terry Ikumi. See you next week.